Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here to bring you another Company of Heroes 2 commentary. This time, past the new update and on the new map, Angermuende. With me is Ryan again in 13th unit. On the enemy team is Warhead, Tomiko, and Yakuza. Now this new update is very interesting. By the way, this is a custom map made by Company of Heroes 2. I don't want to say mod map, but it's pretty much just a custom map made. But it's a really cool map. I'll say this. Also, I'm using a different kind of capture equipment, so if things look different, you know, maybe a little better and faster, that's why. So anyway, wow, that's really shiny. Maybe I should probably up. That's a lot of grass. Anyway, so cool. That's really interesting. Anyway, sorry, I'm not used to all the pretty. Well, actually, I am. Anyway, so my team, of course, we are the Germans. So we are, as usual, gonna go with the infantry company. Again, I'm usually gonna keep going with this strategy just because the update, I know it changed light vehicles, made them stronger, and made generally all vehicles weaker. But I'm gonna put the same strategy, and that seemed to work. Okay, I just made a couple of adjustments. I still agree with the, like, again, same thing, like, again, you should probably have some type of vehicle up, probably now, like, a light vehicle up within a couple minutes. I would say 5, and then a tank, not maybe 10. 10's a little quick, a little fast, but maybe, I mean, someone pulled up Panzer IV, so if you can still technically do it. Let's see, 13th unit is doing mechanized assault. I eventually will go in a similar fashion, but what about the enemy team? The enemy team just has the Soviet reserves. I hate that. Why can't I just see both at the same time? That would be great. Soviet reserves. Yeah, he kept using those a lot. Problem, those are already weak infantry, so using them a lot, not very effective. But anyway, let's see. Yep, Ryan's taking the north. 13th is in the south, and I'm in the middle. So in this map, I did see a commentary on it before. It's pretty much like a, if you can see right here, and I'll get rid of this. It's pretty much like a whatchamacallit, a close quarters type map. There are these long pathways that like the SU and AT guns will just excel at, but then you have like these sharp corners everywhere. So like a Panzer IV can easily flank around. I also like to see. I do. It's nice. I wish they had something over there. It doesn't look that great, but you know, can't complain. The map looks great. It's a nice little factory north of Berlin. Oh boy. So, pop that up. Who are we at? Let's go to, I think 13th units guys would be done. Yep. Yeah, assault grenadiers. So cover is really they really changed it. So like in a building, short range is going to do wonders against these infantry because they're out of cover. And they're, yeah, see, that guy's just gonna die. Same thing here. These guys had cover, and I instantly retreat my guys here. Oh, he has assault grenadiers. Okay, how much are those? Are they still the same price? Oh wow, they're 280 now. Hoo hoo hoo, they changed those. Turns out. But anyway, so the main point is, like, these aren't green cover. They're great at long range. But if you start putting, if a guy, let's say a guy came around this and put a bunch of like shock troops really close, they're just going to destroy me because they have short range guns. They also again made all the infantry weaker, so even the shock troops can be taken out easier. But they're still like the toughest infantry, still pretty tough to take out. But you'll see later. It gets pretty interesting. So right now, again, they have these guys in this building. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Because, again, this building's great for cover, but, I don't know. They could be used somewhere else. Like, this is a nice green cover they could put by. They can only really fire out this one window. He does a great job of blocking this off, making sure he keeps the point. But the problem is, we have this point. So we're going to get the munitions. And we get a lot of munitions, folks. A lot of munitions. So down here, although they... well, it's actually up to debate. He's doing a pretty good job, but again, as you can see, long range, doing very well against people, even in cover. But he flanked, and now they're just firing down. So, yeah, it's an interesting system they put in place. I knew they put these guys in this building, so I keep my guys back, and I'm just like trying to flank up and trying to move. But as you can see here, I didn't know about the snipers, so I was trying to like fight these guys, and then because I knew against green cover. 2 squads, they'll at least do some good, especially with these guys up here. But the problem is, look, a sniper, and just barely in range, and it's just picking them off. And I'm like, what is going on? And I see the thing, and I'm like, oh, it's a sniper. Goddamn. 13th unit is getting his units, actually he's doing really good. He's just clearing them out. Again, I think some people are still new to this update and surprised by how quickly, but again, these assault grenadiers are just mowing guys left and right. But again, this sniper did the same thing, so I mean, but yeah, in this map, it's crazy how much munitions and fuel we're already getting. So, I don't know, they said they rebalanced it so the heavy vehicles won't come out in time. This map, maybe it was just because we were doing pretty well. I beg to differ. But if we look, the enemy is pretty much fortifying this area. They have snipers, mines, that. So they're doing pretty good for themselves. They're holding this area. Down here, but the problem, so yes, it's a victory on this side. Because, you know, it's designed to be like, okay, they hold here, but of course it's closer to them. Down here, looking at it, yes, I'm doing good. Have my mortar, have my MG in here, stop against infantry rush. But again, you know, they still have this building and they're still pretty close. 13th unit has no units down here, so the enemy's just going to keep moving up. And look and behold, the Soviet irregulars, which, okay, so I have the Spearhead Doctrine, the Assault Support, I have the Assault Support. Ryan has the Spearhead Doctrine, a 13th unit has the Mechanized Assault Doctrine. The enemy team has Soviet Industry. I want to see how, and still hasn't picked anything. But right now, 13th unit has a lot of kills, but not many units right now. Alright, so... Oh, yep. They're moving in right now. So, so there's me. Here, let me pull back to me. So they move in, and the Soviet irregulars are just great, because they have their... moving in with their light machine guns, you know. Just mowing my guys down, and they're close enough. They're just pretty much owning everything. So I tell them to retreat. I thought they both units could retreat, but I hate this MG. He gets out of the building and then puts it back up. And I'm just like, no, just run, and they, of course, they die. Luckily, I have my guys coming in, and they have their own little weapon, so they're gonna move in. They're not really in cover. Oh, okay, they are in cover. I did put them in cover, but they're pretty much just gonna start mowing them down. And I, of course, used that to make sure they couldn't get anything. They're going to own this guy, and then they're just going to own this guy. So this is the power. This is how quickly you can kill troops now in this game. So I think the community through this update is pretty positive. But throws a grenade, kills my infantry. I was really disappointed. But still, at least I managed to kill everything. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn this around. Those Soviet irregulars are really interestingly dressed. Huh. Wow, and look at all the dead bodies. I like the detail on the rifles and whatnot. Even that gun. I mean, if you look at that, that's really sharp detail for like a, you know, for just a normal strategy game. That might be my screenshot. And, not helping the dead at all. Oh, I put this guy here to reinforce. That way I could get, you know, all these things back. So, yeah. Light vehicles are now more powerful. Here, I'll show you. They don't cost as much fuel, but they do cost more manpower. Down here, 13th unit is trying to regroup and hold. They managed to do a pretty good job. They're pushing pretty far, and I'll be surprised if 13th... So, if you look, it's pretty much down now, just like straight even. The only place that they don't have is the middle. I'm taking it right now, but you know that might change. Who knows? Huh? Interesting. But anyway, I was gonna upgrade that, but then I realized I had to do doctrine number 2. So I'm just like, oh shoot. So I'm also building a scout car because I realized I can just get that with the autocannons. Should do pretty well. But anyway, of course, again using heavy cover. And the nice thing is they put up this. I think the enemy team put this up. I think, because I don't think. Can a Pioneer Squad put that up? I don't think they can. Yeah, they can. So that's interesting why that's there. Maybe they came in and got pushed out. Who knows? But anyway, so I got my scout car. But if we look here, no, not there, not there. Where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? All right, Ryan has a mortar half track. Oh, I didn't even notice those. Again, interesting unit. Maybe it was 13th unit. Yep, 13th unit already has a tank, and it's not even the 10-minute mark. So if Comedy Rose says, "Oh, we changed it," you know, it's going to be much harder to get a tank earlier. It's not even 10 minutes, and I say you should probably get a tank out at 10 minutes. So yeah. Although he hasn't lost MA units. He's just been pumping out these troops. Although if you look now, he's killed a lot of units, but they're slowly pushing forward. So take that as what you will. Anyway, we go here. We're gonna move in. He moves his tank in. I move in my scout car, and we're just gonna do a large assault in this area and try to drive them out. Because right now they don't have any substantial AT, so my guys are just going to wreck house along with his. And there are a lot of troops here. I'll be honest, if I was a German player, I would try to push that boat out and be like, I'm out of here. The Russians are in Berlin. I'm going to take the river down and try to see if I can make it to sea. We'll head north. Maybe the Americans will be better. Surrender to them. But yeah, they have this MG here hurting my thing. I eventually retreat these guys, but as you can see, we did an amazing job. He's just wrecking troops. But they did bring an AT, which is doing quite a bit. Oh wow, that was a nice hit. I don't know why they went that assault gun thing. Not really worth it in my mind. But who knows? I don't know. Oh, we also found this T-34. I was burning his infantry with my new flame track, and I'm just like, oh, T-34. Oh, there's a T-34. Time to run away. Which I should do any second now. Come on, there we go. I was paying attention to the battle down here. But as you can see, we pretty much pushed them back. They do have a large Soviet irregular squad coming in. They do have light machine guns, so they are a decent threat, but again, Soviet irregulars are, how do I say this nicely? They're not exactly the strongest unit with armor. Oh wow, that was, like that was absolutely terrible. But, I mean, if you look, they have a giant infantry swarm coming in. And they are just, pushing them out. Now look how many two sets of snipers. Which I don't know if this is a thing. I've noticed a lot more female characters in this game. I don't know if it's just because of the more used to this different variety of characters, but I'm just saying. I noticed that at least on the Soviet side. But they're preparing an attack, infantry, anti-tank. I got my MG back in here. I don't really have anything to counter that. I did have I did bring out my Panzer Grenadiers to hold the sector, but of course that failed. I know of these guys trying to keep him suppressed because he was stupid and he could have just sniped me from afar, but luckily, I'm able to see him. Plus my sniper, his sniper can let me see them from that distance. So, yeah. We just owned them. And of course that mortar just owned them. Down south, they're making another push, although as you can see, shock troops be able to hold them back, and my guys in this nice cover are just going to keep picking them off. I did head north, try to move around, try to take them out. To be fair, close up with the SMGs and flamethrower did a lot, but then I noticed this tank group, and I was just like, oh no. Oh yeah, they died, or I think they died. Oh yeah. So this entire time I put mines just to give them hell. So that way if they come down this way, if you look at all that, they're gonna, they're gonna have some issues. But as you can see, they are pressing in, and they're going to try to assault this area. And to be fair, we don't have that substantial AT, so, But they do press in, and as you can see, I tried to Panzer Faust them, but, wow. Yeah, but it was too late, and unfortunately this guy's main gun is down. So now we have no AT. So, to counter this, I bring in, Ryan in North brings out his Panzer Grenadiers to counter. While I bring down my scout car to try to help with its cannons. I know it doesn't do much, but hey, it's something. Anyway. send my MG back because it was taking a lot of damage. They have shock troops down here just tearing out the troops. And we are just doing a nice little infantry counterattack and pushing back his armor. And luckily my scout car is here, so the shock troops are going to be in a rough awakening. They're pulling their guys back up behind this area, back into their own territory. Oh, look. Oh my god. Gee. I didn't know how deadly those things were. God. They just lost 2 full squads of engineers. And now there's, see, the shock troops, yeah, took some damage. They're still alive. They can still tank a scout car and plus a bunch of troops shooting them, so they're still pretty strong. Again, infantry are cheaper though. Wow, are they still losing guys? They good? You good? You sure? Okay. I bring up my guys here, try to protect these AT. Although there's a lot of units here, so I'm going to retreat them as soon as I can. I do bring in a panzer. I'm also at my base healing and sending stuff out. So, but we're holding the front line pretty well. The enemy team does have a nice little plan. Don't worry about the enemy team. But yeah, but so far we're doing pretty good. We're holding this sector, and we can't really see where the tanks are going. We're just trying to focus down here. I love how I mined this area because it just really messed up. Because they probably would have sent units down this way, but that didn't work. So as you can see, my scout car is coming in. They might have light machine guns, but I have a scout car with an autocannon. And of course we have a light flame barrage, which... Wow, that guy on fire? Anyway. Pretty much owned him. Here, let me put back on the... Nope. That's actually a question. What is this? Oh, it's a recon plane. Okay. So I was just like, okay. At least we know what they have. And again, they put a lot of munitions. I don't know why they focused on munitions so much. Look, I could be wrong. I don't know if these were AI. I don't think they were AI because all 3 of them are here and there was no thing. So, I know people, there might be an issue with this where they could be AI, but they were acting like humans. So, anyway. Oh, god damn it. Alright, enough of that. Up here, as you can see, they're bringing more snipers, counteract. Oh wow, they own that sniper. Yep, they do the light, which allowed them to see him. They owned him, and now they're going to try to own these guys in the MG. However, I now have a panzer, which I will send up, well, to deal with them shortly. Actually, no, I think his scout car scouts them, and then we'll all of our troops up. Yep. Take that, you stupid snipers. They are very lucky that they survived all that. But that was just like, oh, shoot. Well, this is interesting. So now, of course, we have a Panzer IV, and let me double check to make sure anything else is going on. Oh, they are pushing down here. So there's a fight going on down here. I think it's a Panzer IV. Yeah, flanking. Great job. They flanked their lines. And of course, we have our guys up here. My guy, I was busy down there. But of course, as you can see, these Panzer trucks did wonders on his tank. I moved my tank up to help them so they can capture this point. My flame track, though, moves in with the... and just gives them one heck of a flame. You know, that way we can get rid of their troops. He does have this tank here, but it's going to deal with this. I believe it deals with this. However, they have another one. Oh, well, I didn't even notice this. They have a howitzer? That's interesting. That is really interesting. Any other fights going on? Oh yeah, there's me. I'm doing a nice little counterattack to take out this point. Very nice. He's hiding behind the building, doing a great job trying to make sure he doesn't get killed. I then move in my scout car to destroy this. And also his tank is on their retreat. He does a great job. Pathfinding in this game is fixed. I don't know, that update fixed a lot of pathfinding issues, so I really have to thank them for that. He tries to get his guys in here and just like, oh no. But luckily my flame does wonders before they can get another shot off and kill it. I like how he's just running into the water. Just like, whoa, go. Sorry, guys. I'm going for the motherland. That was actually really funny. Just ran into the water like a crazy person. Anyway, they have a nice little defensive line here with two. Was it IS-85s? No, SU-85s. What am I saying? Over here, they have a nice little patch of infantry. Look at that. They have large amount of infantry moving in, along with a T-34. I don't know what Purple's doing. Purple is... Oh, perfect timing. Purple's making infantry comps. So, Purple is Tomoko. Tomoko doesn't have that many troops. He probably just got taken out. So, right now, they're not in a great scenario. Right now, they're barely holding on. We have a majority. I like this map because it's long. It's not wide. And that keeps the fighting going. Oh, wow. Was that my tank? Yeah, it was. So what happened... Here, I'll switch back to me. What happened... So my tank was scouting, and then we saw this, and we're just like, oh no. So we call it artillery barrage, which does wonders on this tank and his units here. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything major left. I knew this was coming, so I'm like, okay, this is great. Have my guys here. Okay, we're set. They are firing long range, and that guy's barely alive. But that flamethrower tank, that flame, half track is just doing wonders on its regulars, taking them all down. Still taking damage, but hey, at least he's keeping his infantry back. I am gonna move up my tank to help assist, although I do know that they have 3 tanks, so I'm just like, sorry, I'm just gonna not try to get in their line of sight, because they have a great line of sight. Again, Su-85s and ATs on the Soviet side have extended range, so they can see farther. That's their advantage. They can see really far. And I'm just like, oh no, try to save him. That failed. Back up. So then I noticed something else. I noticed this thing, and that's a KV-8 flamethrower. Quick recap in the south though. Was this 13th unit is doing a great job. He's flanking the 18th. They don't really have that much left. I put my guy here to help suppress them, so they couldn't go for that AT, and also as a Tiger. Anyway, this guy's here. I see this. I'm like, oh no! Run up behind him, do a Panzerfaust, and then send my Panzer Shreks to do a flank and hit him from the side. I don't want to hit him directly on like this AT, because A, he will flame me in 2 seconds and kill me, and B, again, hit tanks from the side and rear armor. That's where they're weakest. Because he was turning, I'm just like, don't die, don't die. There is a sniper here, which I didn't notice. It's gonna start picking me off. But look at this. 13th unit has a lot of tanks moving in, and he's just gonna... Did it get night? Okay, tell me in the comments. I think this is like a night and day or something, because it just got a little darker. Or something. Something is going on. Because it got darker in this area. Don't know why. Maybe smoke or something? Maybe I'm missing something? I don't know. But... Again, 13th unit has a large tank force ready, along with AT, so any tanks are pretty much out, out of picture. They have one T-34, which they are repairing, and where's their howitzer? Oh, there it is, or was. I do have 2 T-74s. Also, they put this flare. I like that effect. I really do. Simple. Oh boy. But again, I don't know what these guys are doing. They did a flame attack. Maybe they were trying to go for the engineers. I don't know. So I see these guys. I move up. That way I can take out this AT. 13th unit's being set. Ryan is just like, I guess, hanging out. He's really just reinforcing a line. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting this down, going around, putting a few crates here and there, and trying to go as far north as I can. I see this, and I immediately have this guy run away. I do call my own Panzer. Wow, no respect for German engineering. Look at that. That is wow. Maybe pathfinding wasn't entirely fixed, but anyway. So I move my Panther 4, goddamn Panther 5, medium tank in to counter this threat, and also counter this, the flame track, because again, this tank is great against infantry, not so much against normal tanks. So we're gonna head down south. Oh, look at this! They're finally getting. A large battle is about to take place, and look at that. They have 3 T-34s moving in. God, Su-85s. We call in enough artillery bombs, try to keep them back, but they are just outranging the Tigers and whatnot. But luckily, my bombs come in. Oh, knocks them out so they can't fire, and this will give him time to move in while they're not firing, and allow them to flank. Look at that. That's a great job. These snipers are still in this building. I don't know what. I guess they're trying to hit this infantry, but still. Lo and behold, my Panther to help flank. Wow, look. Another clear bomb. Just decimates those snipers and knocks out him. We do lose a tank, but luckily he is completely surrounded. And now, the march for their base. Although they do have this KV flamethrower stuff. Again, they kept using the flamethrower. I don't know why. The tanks aren't affected by this. I hope they know that. And then, of course, this thing is just like watching. It's like, I'm just going to watch, guys. As soon as they get in our base, I'm just going to light them up. They also have, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a smart move. Flanking them up, trying to take them out. They send it. Okay, 13th unit just doesn't really, I'm not, sorry, let me rephrase, not 13th unit, but we have a lot, like, units, but they're not exactly the most concentrated, as you can see. Like, he's doing a great job, he's heading north, where we're not. Like, right now, we have a lot of guys in the south, but again, we have a really large force, so they probably don't want to just disregard this. They do have Katushkas, but that's not going to help them very much because of this. So, right now, all 4 of us have tanks. All 3 of us, sorry. All 3 of us have tanks, and we are literally on their doorstep. They see this KV 8. They're gonna send us around, just mess with us. So I see this. I'm like, guys. I'll help out. So I call in a strike on these guys. Thinking, oh, you know, that's a great idea, call in a strike, take him out, but then they automatically start owning. I didn't know how powerful our force was, but I didn't know we also had 2 Tigers, let's be honest. So I call in a bombing strike, it just knocked him out, but still, I was just like, sorry. Yep. But right now, again, they snuck him around. I think they were just pumping these things out to go attack our base. But luckily we have enough tanks everywhere to hurt it. So now, again, that's a Tiger in their base. Also a Katushka, which we'll take out. So now we're going to start just sending our tanks in and just start owning them. Slowly turn the barrel for this thing's demise. There we go. We have a 1 Panzer in. We have a Panther in. We have a, what was it, bomb rifle? A Whirlpool? No. I'm sorry. A Stone Panzer, my bad. But look, they are pretty much just getting owned. I mean, utterly owned. So they do have this thing, but luckily I have my Tiger moving in to counter. They're using some units in, trying to, like, you know, desperately trying to stop the counter, but that's not going to work. And now it's pretty much just the destruction of their base. I even have my scout car. That's how secure it is. My scout car's in here and just doing fine. But, yeah. But again, light vehicles are more prevalent. At least in most matches, I can see. Oh wow, god damn. This thing has a really powerful gun. Bad against tanks, but still great against infantry. My thing's like barely hanging on. We're destroying their base left and right. They don't really have any units left. Yeah. And that's pretty much just going to end the game. He brought in another scout car. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. But that's the end of the game. I thought that was a pretty entertaining one, especially for my first time with the update. I want to thank you guys for watching. Oh wow, see, again, they just sent this tank around to just cause damage, but, you know, that didn't necessarily work, because I think around here... No? Is it not around here? I thought it was. Maybe they hit it up here. Anyway, they didn't really have anything in the north, and let me double check their units. Yara had that one infantry. Tamako had the... Where was this guy at? Hiding in the woods. He's just like, we're going to set this out, boys. And Warhead had a mortar running back to their base. That's smart. And this thing. But yeah, we... Alright, let's see what we had. 13th unit had Panzer IV going around. His Tiger. Wow, still more of these. Huh. How many kills do these guys get? 15. Alright, 15 kills, and this guy got 16. Okay. They weren't around the whole game. Ryan had a variety of armor. And myself, a good bit. Again, more armor to the end. Because we're doing less capturing, more steamrolling. But that's pretty much the end of the oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. Hold on. There was a abandoned mortar track. Half track. That's interesting. Huh. I guess he might have lost it when the Germans pushed and never took it back. Well. But anyway, that's... Oh, okay, sorry. One last thing. One last thing, I promise. Wow. That's a lot. I mean, I do mean a lot of dead conscripts. Oh, boy. So it looks like the Germans held the outskirts of Berlin in this match. Anyway, I'm not going to hold too much more of your time. Thanks for watching. They bring in both of these forces, try a nice little flank attack. This guy moves in, hits the Ostwind, which is a bad sign. Ostwind's now stuck. It's gonna be hard for him to get out. Luckily, my tank takes that thing out. But unfortunately, they're moving out more AT. A lot more AT. Look at that, 4 AT guns in this section. So our tank's gonna have to fall back immediately. Luckily, I took the shot for the Ostwind, so hopefully they can get it out. I don't think they are. But if they can get that thing out, that would be really good for them. Come on, run! Run!